I'm Ray Rickman, and I'd like to talk about a persistent, ongoing problem that gets worse. School children in Providence, Central Falls, Pawtucket are getting horrible education. So, in Providence, Latino children are measured. There are 350 school districts in America that they look at. And the Latino children in Providence receive the 350th worst education in this country. Can I repeat this? Out of 350 school districts, they receive the 350th worst. Now, I'd like to know where the alarm buttons are going off, why we're not having an emergency summit. And I'm not talking about a charrette where we sit around and talk to educators. I'm talking about when are we going to change what is happening? We have a superintendent in Providence. They gave him a 1-year extension because he didn't merit a 3-year extension because the school district's so bad. Now, I'm trying to figure out if you're not worthy of a 3-year, how do you get a 1-year? Why don't we bring someone in to this emergency condition to see if we could at least stabilize it? Remember, I told you, we just keep going downhill every single year. And so possibly we'll go downhill another year with this superintendent. This is not fair to the children of Providence. Now, what else would I see? I'd like to, one of the problems is, I'm not blaming this all on the superintendent. Maybe the superintendent gets 10% of the blame. Superintendent wasn't here 3 years ago. So who's to blame? Well, when I was a kid, a 7, 8-year-old in Detroit system, the teachers were 99% white. The parents all of a sudden were 50% black. And the parents would show up to talk to the teachers, and the language wasn't the same. The teachers weren't used to black folks coming to school to make, really, you make demands for your children. Can my child have this? Can my child do this? Can my child sit closer to the window? Whatever you want, little, medium, or big, whatever. In Detroit, they told me I needed to take French. I didn't want to take French. The reason I need to take French is because it's the language of the world. And I can remember my mother saying, well, I keep seeing all these new people showing up, and they're all Latino. They're all speaking Spanish. Shouldn't my son learn Spanish? And they said to my mother, no, I'm the educator here. I'll decide what your child learns. Are you listening? And they were dead wrong. Dead wrong. I would be so better off if I spoke Spanish instead of the little French I speak. So, teachers not always right. The educational system's not always right. They may need input from parents, from the wider community, from a strengthened school board, for a mayor who actually pays attention. What I'd like to see in the coming year, literally, is a mayor who meets monthly with the school board and the teachers union, that they create a parents' council with some authority and some power, citywide parents' council. We have an emergency going on, and no one has the fire alarm out. Please,